Hello, hello, and welcome back, you guys. Thank you so much. Been having a little bit of technical difficulties. This is stuff that we've been dealing with for a couple weeks. We got a new modem, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's still kind of acting a little bit glitchy. So thank you guys so much for bearing with us. Um, we're continuing to decorate and work on this Lapbook traveler's journal that I'm working on. Um, I've already done most of the construction. Um, and now we're going to be decorating some of the pages. The book itself is kind of blank, besides the decorative papers that I use, which I printed out myself. And now we're just going to go ahead and start trying to decorate and painting the book, give it its theme, you know, bring it to life. One was just looking really crazy on my end. There we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming back. Hi, Nada. Yeah, this feed on my screen looks so much better. I think it's Google. It's definitely gotta be Google. Google. All right, so back to view page. All right, so everything is good. Thank God. I was starting to worry. I'm like, Sason's going live in a few hours. Like, oh my goodness. And we've been having such like terrible, like just craziness. All right, so I already did glue down this page right before I restarted the feed on the last bit of this video. I did go ahead and kind of glue down this section here. This is just a tearaway green cardstock. I'm dropping my camera on the floor, you guys. This is no bueno. I need a bigger desk. Oh, I got your message now. It says you're back. Yeah, I know. I don't know. This one looks a lot better though. So hopefully this one won't give me no problems. This one looks exactly like it's supposed to look HD. The other one was looking really grainy, and I was like, what the heck is going on with my feed? Is that how my video looks? I hope not. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this part in here. This is gonna be like my sun setting in the background. I'm looking for her image that I just had. I just had her image. Oh, here it is. And I'm gonna glue her in here so that she's kind of like just a little bit off from where the sun is. I feel like this is kind of plain, so I'm thinking about what I can add to that. Oh, some mushrooms. There we go. Maybe some mushrooms. So I'll put the sun here, put her there, maybe put some mushrooms right here. There we go. That's something. I'm like, that's something. You guys can connect to my video, or you guys can connect to each other. It could be Google, because Google was terrible, let me tell you. Maybe they're part of the government shutdown. I don't know. Could be, right? I could have added this, done this on this. No, I like it better with the torn off piece. All right, so let me glue this down. Otherwise, I'll change my mind again. So I'm going to glue this in to position. Okay. And then I'm going to glue her. I can't find my sponge. You know, my little thing. I can't find it. So I'm going to have to, I'm using this one. Even though it's not the best one for this. But I don't find my my dauber thing. I don't know where it is. And I was just using it too yesterday because I was distressing all these things and I can't find it today. Did I put it in here? I found it. Oh, jeez. I found it. I found it. Yes, Donna. I was noticing that. I was like, what the heck? So I don't need to be precise with all of this inking here. I just want to catch some areas that, not the whole thing. Just want to be able to catch some areas. Okay, lace trim. No, I don't like that one. Just want to add a piece of trim or something. Maybe some decorative paper. Maybe a piece of scrap. That looks okay. Maybe I'll use that. Let's put it up here so I'll have to keep bending down so far. So I think I'm gonna do that. Now this whole book is being held together. I don't know what you call those little circle things, the links. For necklaces, you know, that you put like when you're gonna put the fastener, the little circle things. No, it's not a lock. It's not a lock. It's I don't know what it is. It's I don't know what it is. Yes. I switched out the cover. I'll show you guys now because you probably didn't watch the very first part where I showed what the book itself looks like. So I'll share that with you guys now. You didn't even watch it. He wasn't here. He wasn't here. You've been working so much, you haven't seen that it is. No. God, change them dollars. All right. This is my mixed media rag. It's got every color, every paint, every medium, everything it's got in here. And the reason why I use the rag, for those of you that might not be aware, is so that it doesn't stay just sitting there on the ink and making the ink run. Because this glue that I'm using is not necessarily ink friendly. That's why I had asked before about that glue. It's like a special clear glue that people use now. It doesn't mess up your paper. I wanted to know about how it affects inked images or printed images, because this Aleene's glue does not work really well on printed images. On the backs of them, fine, but if it touches the color of the ink, on this one it runs. Oh no. All right, so this is what so what I did is that I hooked up all the pages to jump rings. So I fed the long ones, I fed 2 of the jump rings through the little holes, and then I added another jump ring and I fed that jump ring through lace. Since the lace already has all the holes in it, I didn't have to go crazy. So I fed that through lace. So all the pages, all the sections are connected on this book through the jump rings. You can see a lot more of it here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it like that as yet. This is the part that I'm kind of debating with. I just have to make sure that these I might sew them in place. I kind of like the jump rings. I think it's a little different. No, it's my smoke detector. It's mine. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the jump rings in place or not, but that's more or less what I did so far. I might sew the jump rings in place and just not going to fall out because it does happen sometimes. But that's what I did with back it up. Let me take this clip, should be good to go by now. This goes under here. This goes over there. So in the front, what I did is I had this cover already. This is the cover that I made, and it had a little flap here. I'm gonna turn that flap into a pocket. I just have to glue this side. So it's gonna have a pocket there. Well, not a pocket, but like a little tuck spot there. It's gonna have one behind the lace right here. It's got this one right here right now. And I used one of my entries for the lace 2K to do my spine. And so all I did was I did alter it just a little bit because the flowers, I had to take them off because they were like over here and like over here, like it was, you know, it was like 12 inches, 12 plus inches. So it was too long. So the flowers where they placed them a little bit offset to where I needed the spine. So I took the flowers off and repurposed them and put them back in here. With the only thing that I did change is that it had like a little plastic flower button on the top. I took those off and I added these little hand crocheted little flower things instead. But other than that, I left everything else the way that it was. And that's what it's looking like in the back. And what I added little charms and dangle bars coming down here. And a little heart that says handmade. And this is like one of those little bracelets, little, you know, costume jewelry bracelets. Thank you. So that's where we are so far. So far I decorated those three. Now we're working on this here. But things might be subject to change because that's just who I am. That's just how I roll, unfortunately. Yeah, necesita batería, sí. Hay que ponerle batería. Let's see. I think this goes better on one of these pages. On one of these pages here, because I don't have to glue the whole page down. So I'm gonna put that. What do I have here? This is for. This is confusing now. I took this piece off, obviously to use it with this. But then was I gonna? Oh yeah, that was gonna go there. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that there. That was gonna go there. So let's get that glued together. This is really busy, you guys. There's a lot going on. You, the butterflies, Heidi's, it comes with. It's like it brings a whole bunch of little 6x6 squares, and they have pre-punched butterflies in it. I think it's to like decorate some. And I found it in different sizes. Now I just have like the really, really large ones as I can in here. And as usual, whatever I don't use that I printed out, the stuff that's left over, because I don't want to do the same thing twice. So I'd rather start fresh. And I feel like if I leave all of those ephemeras and all those pieces there, like I'm gonna end up recreating the same exact thing or the same exact look again. Even if I use the same images over in a different style, because I know that's probably what people are thinking. Like you could just switch up the style even if you use the same images. Even if I end up doing that, I'd rather just start fresh though from the from the very beginning. Look for the items, look for the images, fall in love with them all over again. Go through all of that. Okay, hold on. I gotta squeegee this. I gotta squeegee it. Where is this? I gotta squeegee this thing because I'm using this wet glue. I can't use my double-sided tape for everything. Come on now. Se me gata rápido. It finishes fast. All right, so I think I left that there. A part of it. This is gonna be a problem. I'm telling you now. I'm live and I'm buffering and I'm still buffering and I'm still